Dust it off, mate. Dust it off.
It hasn't moved from Central Coast.
Don't act like you do cleaning at home either, so just dust that off. Big game, mate, this weekend.
Mate, a huge rivalry. And, you know, I look back at, there's a photo of Hutch. He's about to take a throw in and he stood there with a half a smirk on his face with it looks like about 20,000 people behind him just giving him everything they can under the sun.
I'm pretty sure Hutchie got booked for that game. I think someone threw a coin at him and I don't know if he put it in his pocket, but it's probably just to pay a fine anyway. But for me, some great rivalries. Obviously, I was on both sides of the fence. Don't like to talk about the Mariners days too much.
Yeah, but you're going to have to, because when I came back, the big talking point was obviously that final series where the Jets went up 2-0 in the first round, and you guys came back, won 3-0 in the second round with almost a sellout crowd at home. It was apparently amazing. And then obviously the grand final, and this was a pinnacle, two teams who hated each other, pushing for silverware and taking the kudos of knocking the other one off.
Yeah.
You were a part of that.
Still hard one to swallow to be in a grand final and lose it. If I was going to lose to anyone, happy to lose to the Jets. It maybe didn't make it as hard to swallow as it was, apart from the fact that James Holland, after the fact, did admit to a cheeky handball. And unfortunately, I've been wrong twice in a grand final, one by James Holland, a former teammate, and then a technical issue. But yeah, some great days. And I think back then, the majority of those games would start with a tackle from someone in the first 10 minutes, not even, in the first minute, and would set the tone. That would set it off on the pitch and also off the pitch.
As a striker, all I wanted to do was score against the Jets. When I look back at, for me, when I was at the Mariners and the highlights against the Jets, you know, I scored a brace against them at McDonald Jones Stadium, which was good, but one that sticks out for me is Clayton Zane was the interim manager of the Jets, so obviously a mate of ours, and if you can only get one over on your rival, but you can also get one over on your mate as well. And we won 3-0 and I bent one in the top corner, and he walked over to me at the end of the game and he just went, "I knew you'd score today." And I took so much pleasure in that. Not only did we smash the Jets, but my mate was a coach of them, so that was good.
For me, probably the biggest ones, and it culminated in our probably most successful season, was that 17-18 season. That was a bit, already leading into that game, Roy had come up the coast. He'd signed the Snake apparently. And I still remember leading into that game, there was back and forth in the media, this and that, and we caught wind of a sign that was going up on one of the overpasses on the F3 going down the coast. So for us, that was ammunition. For me, I made sure all the boys saw that sign. I think all of us were at the front half of the bus. I'm like, have a look at that. That's what they think of us. So there was slight motivation when we already got to the ground. For us, obviously, Roy had a point to prove.
And he proved it.
And he proved it. For us, it was essentially a new squad all coming together as well. And for Roy to do what he did, I think he scored a hat-trick in 37 minutes.
Yeah. And I was having a look, and the Jets have won 3 of the last 18. So I think I may as well just take this now and take it home, because it's never coming back to Newcastle by the looks of it.
Stats are there to be broken every day of the week. It'll be interesting. It'll be a good night. It's always nice when it's a 7:30 kickoff. Bit cooler. Opportunity to get stuck in and run each other off the park, and looking forward to it.
Sounds good.